Hi guys, welcome back to the Boeing Bookshelf, and I'm going to do another book review. So this one, I saw people like flipping out over this book series and this author. So again, found it on my Kindle. I put it in my wish list, and when I finally was able to get through a couple of books I had already previously bought, I bought it. And guys, I devoured this book in like a couple of days. The book is Sanctum by Hannah McBride. And guys, I am so flipping amazed that I found this book. And I'm so happy people recommended it because it was so awesome. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I had read Patricia Briggs, Mercy Thompson's first book in Mercy Thompson's series, The Moon Called. And I was really just kind of like with it, because it was not what I was wanting. And I was wanting a dark werewolf shifters book or series to dive down into. And Mercy Thompson was just not it. It was not what I was wanting. Sanctum had everything I wanted in it. Hannah McBride did such an amazing job. And like, I think this might be like her very first book. I could be completely wrong. But if it is, wow. Dude, like, she completely floored me with how great this was. So it follows a girl named Sky, and she is in a very, 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 very abusive pack. So, and with that, I'm going to say this is super dark, like really dark. And super triggering. Like, it has a lot of like bullying and abuse and sexual abuse references and past experiences and stuff like that. So if it is any at all triggering in any of those instances, this probably isn't going to be the book for you. If you can read it and get through it and be able to separate yourself from the abuse a little bit, then dive down into it, because I mean it's so amazingly well done. The story, it follows Sky, who is a part of a very abusive werewolf pack down in New Mexico, and her world has been complete and utter shit and terrifying since birth, pretty much. And things happen fairly quickly to where her and her mom have to escape and find sanctuary in another pack. And the way Sky was done was so amazing. You get to watch her grow and be able to experience things for the very first time, because being part of her old pack was, you know, she was the lowest of the low. She was an Omega. They were treated very, very horribly. Basically like almost slaves. But, you know, to be able to experience, you know, the outside world for the very first time, making friends, growing, and just learning about herself was really, really good. Honestly, this book had such a big, strong vibe from Rachel Vincent's Shifter series that, immediately I dove right into it. It was so good. The characters were freaking fantastic. I never once had like, well, this is kind of stupid or not, or whatnot. I never once had those thoughts of, oh, this is kind of flat, or the way the character's going is very flat. Never had that experience. Sky is very well-rounded. She has flaws. She has challenges that she's trying to work through. And the way the pack dynamics are set up, it's honestly kind of very similar to Shifter series. Females are a hot commodity. They're few and far between the males. So they're supposed to be, cherished or protected or, above all, treated with some semblance of respect. And a lot of the packs don't do that. but also trying to grow around the abuse she suffered and witnessed. And it was very realistic. And it's very much how a survivor would react to things and stuff like that, especially, kind of starting a new romance or new relationships or whatnot. There are some things that I saw coming that were foreshadowed. I wouldn't necessarily say the foreshadowing was, super vague. It was pretty like something was mentioned and then a few chapters later it happened. It's like, oh, okay, I kind of see what you did there. And it wasn't bad. Or anything like that. It was just, you got the clues pretty quickly. Or pretty blatant. But, oh man, dude, just, I love it. I love this I love this world. It's really, really good. For a werewolf story that I haven't been able to really find that I liked, this was freaking amazing. But like I said, it is dark. It is you're going to be living through things that Sky experienced or saw or lived through, and it can be a bit unsettling. So just keep that in mind if you're reading this or going to be reading this. I like how, and like another character that's in there is Remington. He's a future alpha for his pack, and the way she did him was very, very awesome. He wasn't, he's definitely very masculine, but wasn't like a douchebag. He was really, really cool and even and kind of level. It was nice. It's freaking awesome, this series. Definitely action packed. There's also another thing that I wish that Hannah McBride would have been able to do is show us the experience of the transformation a bit more. Just give us a little bit more detail to it and experience the runs that she does with the pack, and how as in wolf form she's experiencing the world, like how she sees the world. The way that the woods sound to her is going to be completely different from human to wolf. It's just, I kind of wish we had a little bit of that. It was very much like a fade to black type thing. After she would do a transformation or do a run or kind of explore with her wolf and all that stuff. So I wish there's a bit more with that, but I'm still overall there's way too much good to talk about. and so very, very little, and the little things that I could be mentioning are probably nitpicking. But I loved it. Totally, guys, read Sanctum if this is something that you can handle. It is awesome, and I'm probably not even doing the book justice with this review. And then she has another book out. Actually, there's three. But the second book that I read was Broken, which is kind of a short novella in between book 1 and book 2. And Broken follows two side characters or secondary characters from Sanctum, Rhodes and Larkin, and that one was really good, really, really hot. Like probably way more sex scenes in there than I was expecting. But when you have two teenagers snowed in, what are they gonna do? But yeah, no, I mean even the novel, the short story in between 1 and 2 was fantastic. So much character development. Just and nothing that Broken was not even done to just give these two characters something. It furthered along the world. Like, it was so good. These books are so good. I don't think y'all would be disappointed. Like I said, if you can get past or be okay, not really okay, but handle the darker triggering matters, this world is amazing, and I don't think you'd be disappointed. It's so well done. The characters are so well done. The story is so well done. The plot, everything is so well done. The relationships, the tension between the characters, the dread that she was able to establish in Sanctum, with not really knowing how to trust anything from Sky's point of view. And then when shit hits the fan, you know, it's just like your heart just drops, and it's so good. I cannot wait to see what's more coming from Hannah McBride. I have the second book on my Kindle, and I'm like 34% through it right now, and even that is still like, oh my god. But yeah, it is a Kindle Unlimited, a really good one. Check it out. Tell me if you've read it. Oh my gosh, let's just talk about it and spread the love for the series. It's so good. And like I said, it is so very similar to the Shifter series. That I freaking loved it, because that's one of my favorite Shifter series, the Shifter worlds, is Rachel Vincent's Shifter series. So I mean, I would say that it's right there up there with that book or that series. So anyways, what other dark fantasy books do y'all like? It doesn't have to be, you know, triggering or heavily sexual in nature or anything like that. Just whatever. What other dark series do you like, or dark fantasy do you like? But thank you to everyone who recommended this book. It was so freaking amazing. But yeah, so that was Sanctum, which is book 1 out of the Blackwater Pack series, and Broken, which is 1.5 out of the Blackwater Pack series. You can find them on Kindle Unlimited, and they are selling them in paperback as well through Amazon, so I can't wait to buy. But anyways, like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, until the next book I finish, I will see y'all later. Bye.